I have signed the letter of intent for the classroom. So like we're basically confirmed it's there. Yeah, and I went to walk again. It is quite a long walk from Toby to Fort Canning. I went to walk, and I also walked from. I also took the MRT, and I changed the trains to Fort Canning, like Outram Park change, Chinatown change, go to Fort Canning. I tried it. So yeah, the changing trains, it definitely adds more time, but it's feasible. I tried it. So like I feel also I also don't fully love the accessibility of the MRT. But given all the other factors, it is the best choice, best decision. Yeah, and the benefit of that is we'll also have the option of holding two classes at the same time because we'll have the big area, big classroom, and then the small room. Yeah, so just wanted to update you all. It's confirmed that place. When will we move, right? Hopefully, third week of May, we can move. The renovations can only start 1st May and they will end probably within 2 weeks. So hopefully in the third week of May onwards, we can move. So I can pay less to work central. Okay. Then I'll go through my feedback given for last lesson. They say very interactive, I think because I call a lot on them. And every time now and then I realize, hey, I haven't done the to the floor question. I will do it. Like I'll do the, hey guys, so this one increase or decrease, higher or lower. I'll do the to the floor to like wake everyone up kind of. Because when you go through, especially in a bigger class of like 20 people, when you go through the people and then you call each person to answer, then the other side of the classroom is like waiting quite long for any question. So that's why every now and then I'm like, hey, that's not enough. I'll give one to the floor. A lot of people say explain content clearly. Even though lesson filled with a lot of writing, I still kept it engaging. So I'm not sure what exactly I did. Maybe it's because I like to the floor questions and talk enthusiastically, give analogies. I think it was those. Okay, then I like doing a lot of questions. Yeah, they like that we had so many questions in that lesson. They like the videos also. The drawings help me understand better. Like the small drawings of embryo implant become the start to grow the villi. Yeah, I think those are what they're referring to. I actually felt sick at the start of the lesson, but I managed to still be energetic later on. Okay, then to improve. Okay, let's look at this. Handwriting again, dang. Like I can't make it that nice because I'm rushing, to finish on time. So I'll just zoom in whenever I whenever I'm writing small, I zoom in. Easier for them to read. Mm, they say give more extra practice questions at the end of the worksheet. I will try to include that only if have, but I think I wouldn't spend extra time to get more extra practice questions. For now, I don't have time for that. It's just like when I refer to the past year, right? If there are, I'll put it in. If there isn't, then there just won't be. Yeah, they wanted more MCQs. Okay, again, not feasible if there's not enough time in the lesson. Someone said, I hope we can have a meme about menstrual cycle. So actually we have one, and I messaged her the link already. Okay, next, Chelsea, your turn.
Okay, for me, the top three that I picked out is number one, the students like it when we go a bit out of syllabus.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, strangely enough, lah. I guess because it helps them understand like the full picture better. Yeah. So I received that feedback quite a few times. And then one student said going through the question helped her better know how to understand the question. So I'm assuming this is the question analysis, which we did quite a bit of last lesson. And then, yeah, the last one that I pointed out was explanation was understandable and guided. So I assume that like, yeah, the way I explained how to answer all of the questions and like the thought process behind all of it was very like easy for them to follow. Yeah. So I think they appreciated that.
Hmm.
Okay, the not so good stuff. I think two students said that the lesson was a bit fast. But I did speed up quite a bit because there was a lot of stuff to go through.
Mm,
But I did tell them like at the start, like I got warned them like, okay, today's
mm,
lesson is going to be quite quite a lot of stuff to go through. And then especially for those who didn't do the homework before coming to class, like I did tell them that like, okay, the time that I'll allocate for you guys to do won't be enough to write out everything. So just write in like point form if you haven't completed it. And then I did tell them that like, yeah, if you don't have enough time to copy down the answers, I'm gonna upload the inkings also.
mm,
So I
mm,
did
yeah.
like warn them lah, but then I guess it was still a bit fast for some of them.
Yeah. Same here. I
Yeah.
always tell them to copy in point form, short forms. If you want, you can just look at the inkings, I know. But they'll still prefer having time to copy the answers. So actually in the previous lesson, maybe I should add this as a good thing. I gave them more time to copy because I got their feedback several times. So I purposely gave them more time to copy. But yes, then the thing we are balancing out against is ending the class on time. So if it's a choice between like ending the class 5-10 minutes later versus end on time, but we have to keep rushing them to copy, right? Then they might rather just end a bit later. Compared to every question, they feel like they're suffering. Yeah. So that's what I would do.
Yeah,
Mm,
there was one student that said the Zoom students weren't really given a chance to talk due to the shortage of time.
mm,
That one was the Monday class.
uh,
But funnily enough, this is a physical student.
what?
Yeah. So maybe
Okay.
okay, I think because the Monday class previously it was a very, very small class size. So I could give every single one a lot of attention, like even the Zoom students, yeah.
Mm,
Then I could like wait for them to like type in their answers, all that. But then now that the class size is growing, I will just ask the questions to like the physical students.
mm,
The Zoom students, I won't really like give as much attention because I'm not able to anymore. So maybe like she's feeling the difference, that's why.
mm. Set this new expectation with the class next lesson. Okay, so like at the start, tell them, hey guys, last time we could afford to do that. Usually we don't actually do that, but because it was such a small size, then I had extra time. But now, right, that we have a decent size number of students, then we will do what we usually do in our lessons, which is the Zoom students just type on the Zoom chat only.
Mm,
Yeah. So just set this new
okay.
expectation with them.
Okay.
So the Zoom students also won't feel like, is she not doing that because she forgot? Set expectation. Yeah, and
Okay.
let them know like this is the norm, that normally all other classes, hybrid, we never get the Zoom students to unmute because it takes a lot of time back and forth. Yeah. So let them know this is normal. Instead of them feeling like, oh, this is a downgrade, or this is just normal.
Okay.
You wanted to say this, is it?
Oh yes, I had a suggestion from a student. So like she was saying if she won the Kahoot, right? But let's say she don't want the snacks. Like, is it possible to convert to homework points? Because the homework points is like I think every 4 points they get $5, right?
Yeah, sure, they can
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
But you play teams or individuals?
Well, this one was the Monday student. And
Individual.
and the thing is, okay, the Monday class used to be very small, right? So this
Yeah.
student, like she was the only physical student for like I think maybe the first
Ah,
month or two.
oh,
Yeah, so every time she win, then she will get the snacks, ma. And it's quite easy for her to win because there used to be only like three students. Yeah. So I think she was like getting
mm,
flooded with the snacks. That's why she asked for
mm.
this change lah. Yeah.
So when it was just so few, right? Then how do you give the Kahoot winners? Do you only give the top number one?
Yeah, I only give to the first.
Yes, that makes sense. Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, the answer is yes, can convert. But if it's like a whole team, right? Like, for my class, I have twos or threes that they win. Then if one of them wants to convert the homework point, I don't really, I won't allow that. Like if it's just one person in a team that can.
Okay.
Because if I convert the homework point for like my class, right, of three people in a team, that means three people get homework points instead of one prize. It's like giving three prizes out.
But the value is about the same. Like you buy the snacks and then you give the homework point. The value is about the same. So I feel like it
Mm,
doesn't really matter, right?
Oh, I see, I see. Okay,
Because I think for some of them,
mm,
they don't really enjoy the snacks. Like they are more like healthy
mm,
people.
mm,
So it's like I give the
mm,
snacks, they also don't really enjoy it. That's why.
mm. Okay, okay. If the whole team, TBH, the snacks is cheaper. Okay, but if the whole team, right, says that they want to convert to homework points, then okay, we can allow that. Yeah,
Okay, so it's
right.
either it has to be the whole team decision lah.
Mm, mm.
Okay, can.
Okay, next one. Melvin, your turn.
So basically, then for this week, they say that I have very clear and concise explanation, fun and engaging. Detailed notes, I'm not sure whether it's because of the way I write or it's because of the content that we deliver. Then the next one is having games and showing videos. So I don't really remember playing games, but
Mm,
maybe what I'm thinking that they were thinking of is probably the videos and
mm.
maybe how I link it to the fun analogies lah. Probably, yeah. Then they like that how I stress the difference between fertilization and fertile period.
There was a student who had this misconception.
Yeah, quite a lot. Then they were like, yeah, okay,
Huh. Okay, 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 good,
yeah,
good. Mm. You chatted a lot with them
yeah, correct. Um,
about,
uh, generally about things like the topic itself and maybe a bit of application. Yeah.
so
Then
still
exceeded by a
bio-related stuff,
little.
ah.
Yeah, still bio-related stuff.
Interesting. Okay. You're allowed to chat non-bio-related stuff, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, can.
Okay, questions a bit too many questions. More detailed questions with more. So these are
I don't know.
contradicting, right?
The bracket one is my interpretation one.
Oh, but yeah, they are still a bit contradicting.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
also not sure.
I think there's nothing to take action on because most students appreciated that we got more questions, more practice. Yeah, we kind of need to make up for it because the last lesson was so much content, no questions, almost no questions. Okay, any more thoughts? Okay. Mm-hmm. How has us replying students been this past week? For me, there was in the previous week, I think like 3 weeks ago, one of the students sent me her WA PDF. Then I made a short video, Loom video, replying her about it. And then her friend who sits beside her in class, in our class, right, said that, hey, I saw you did that video. I also want one, I want a WA analysis. Can I have a WA analysis? Then I was like, okay, sure. So I didn't have time to make a video, but before lesson and after lesson last week, I went through the whole WA with her. So that was one of the questions for me. Then there's another student who asked about some practical question. I think I added it as a new practical CAQ also. Oh yeah, reminder before every time. Yeah, see, number 3, check the new updates page. So have you all checked before this Zoom yet? Okay, after this Zoom, tell me in the comment chat once you have checked the new updates. Yeah, so that it's to ensure that your information of the syllabus is the most up to date. Okay. So that was for me. How about you guys? Replying students, how's the volume like? Melvin? Oh, okay, Chelsea, you can say first.
For me, it was quite a normal amount. Yeah, nothing special.
Normal means like what? A few questions the whole week.
Yeah,
Okay,
about
quite
that.
little.
Okay, for
And
me,
A lot,
this
Melvin?
a lot of.
one's
Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
sorry, just that one. Yeah, a lot of newer students they keep coming to me on studying strategies, which is very
Oh,
interesting.
so what kind of questions they ask?
Last time there was a student that was like, My WA2 is coming soon. It's going to be very hard. Do you have any suggestions how to study? Which was a
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Then what do you reply?
Hold on. I think it
There's
was
a
quite
video I made. Where is it? There, this one. The most efficient way to WA1 bio revision. Actually, it's not just WA1, like it's like any WA is the same
okay.
strategy.
Maybe in the future I'll send that to them.
Yeah, send these kind of things to them. Then you can go to a
Okay.
playlist. Sorry, wait, playlist. Then there's some of the things you cannot see as a student. So let me still uh, exam tips, memory hacks, study tips, answering
Okay.
skills.
Okay.
So use this. Yeah, and if you watch the videos and you understand, then you can type it out to the student or say it to the student.
Mm.
So yeah, what do you reply? Just curious.
If you're not confident with the topics yet, I would recommend watching the lesson recordings for the lessons you didn't attend, then practice with your CAQs and do any past
Mm-hmm.
year papers your school provides. So solidify foundation and then move on to lots of practice.
Correct. Yeah, what I would have advised is instead of lesson recordings, crash course clips, because lesson recordings are a bit not feasible for some of them. They got a lot of
Mm.
other topics, not they have other subjects also, so it might be too long to watch all. Then like I will tell them lesson recordings is if you're really still dying after you watch the crash course clips, also still don't have any clue what's going on, need a from
Mm.
scratch. Then
Okay.
practicing questions, I will tell them TYS topical. At this stage of the year, TYS topical. TYS topical is a very good way to see that whether that topic you know the basic questions. Yeah, CAQs first, and then to practice will be TYS topical. Yeah. Any more questions
Yeah,
they
that's all from
asked?
me.
Melvin, your how about your students?
Mine, nothing much also. Like just generally one or two questions from like one or two students. Yeah, nothing out of the special.
Recently, our VA helped you to check in on all the students, right? And also about the CAQ accountability.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, great. Then for those students who say like, oh, okay, next 2 weeks I'll do these topics, then you just say something like, okay, great, I'll check in on you 2 weeks later. Then for those who say like, oh, I haven't been able to do the past 2 week topic, like I failed to hit my commitment, then you say, no worries, life happens. In the next 2 weeks, which one you commit to doing? Yeah, like that. Just repeat every 2 weeks we do this. And why do we keep them accountable? So that they'll actually do the CAQs. Why do we make them do the CAQs? It's pretty much the one thing that will give them the most results here. So we want to ensure they actually benefit from our tuition. That's why we make them do the CAQs. Yeah, other than paying attention in class, like pay attention in your class, actually understand what we're teaching, do the CAQs. Like these are the few things that will give the most result to them. Okay, and yeah, they will give you great testimonials, especially when their results are great. Okay, at the O levels, they'll give you great testimonials. Then there are the students I've had in previous years who, like, they didn't seem like they were very amazed by our lessons or anything. They didn't seem very enthused, but got very high grade, right? And the testimonial I feel like is more enthused than expected, because they're happy with the results. Okay, that's so number 3, y'all do. You send me in the comment chat once done. Number 4, do you have any questions? I can help you do your job better. Are there any obstacles stopping you from doing a better job? Okay.